Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We are Millennial Mom. If you don't know who is who, I'm Millennial. This is Mom.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Mom or Kay from Millennial Mom, and today we're gonna talk about 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, Season 6, Part 1 Tell-All. Now, hopefully you were watching the 90 Day franchise. I know they have many on at different times. This is not the one with Lauren and Faith and all that. This is with Ingi, Corona, Shekinah, Sarper, those, those couples that's on the 90 Day. And you know what? Even though I stopped reviewing in the middle of the season, other things going on, but I did continue to watch the show. And let me just say, I'm not really surprised that anyone really, except just a little bit with Joanne and Sean. They have me, I don't know. I think that even though it's definitely cougar, I do think they generally like each other, but there's something about Joanne, not Sean to me, Joanne, that, she's a little shady. She's not really giving everything. She's not being forthcoming. Let's put it like that, in my opinion. I don't think she's being all the way honest. So, but anyways, on the season, it was Ingi and Corona, James and Metalia or Tata, Miss I cry over every little thing, Shekinah and Sarper, Josh and Lily, Joanne and Sean, and Statler and Dempsey. Now, although Statler and Dempsey weren't on the tell-all, and they won't be, and you know what, Sean said in the beginning of the tell-all that, they broke up, that's why they're not there. Plenty of people have broken up on the 90 Day franchise and still made the tell-all, whether it be on stage or on the little TV thing. The reason why Statler wasn't invited, in my opinion, is because Statler had already broken the NDA months ago, talked about the production staff, talked about the cast that was on this season, talked about the cast that's been on previous seasons, talked about it's a cash cow for some couples or singles, whoever, to continue to be on the show. And to be honest, I can see that. I can see people, whether it be on like the Pillow Talk, and I actually enjoy Pillow Talk, honestly. That's the whole reason why I got into the YouTube thing, because, I thought I was going to be like the Pillow Talk people, right? I can see those people who've been on the show on a repeat pattern who really don't have a lot of drama, or really is no longer 90 Day the other way or whatever 90 Day. Yeah, I can see how they continue on for the cash, but hey, I guess it makes for good TV for some. So, hey, girl, hey, thank you for coming back, and hello to everyone on the replay. If you are new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. A1 Day Ones, thank you. And those of you coming along the way, I really appreciate y'all for sharing your time. Everyone, don't forget to hit that like button and leave me your comments, whether you're live or on the replay, so I know what you think about the tell-all, some of these couples who we heard from, and if we want to see a follow-up with them on another season, whether it be a couple, because what I heard was some people wanted to see James and Metalia. They wanted to see that story play out, to see, any babies coming along the way, any family members, all that stuff there. So yes, Pillow Talk is funny. So I'm already going to drop the link. It is going to be in the comment section. We're going to talk about this tell-all. We're not going to be here long at all. In the comment section under Millennial Mom StreamYard, if you want to be on the panel as a guest, go ahead and click that button as soon as it pops up. You'll follow that link. If you are new here, or if you've commented for a long time and I've never seen your face backstage, go ahead and show me your face so I know that you're not a bot. And then if you want to have your face not shown on the screen, then you can turn your camera off in the meantime. So go ahead and follow that link if you want to join, and we'll go from there. So honestly, back to Sarper and Statler and Dempsey. When they were on the 90 Day franchise the first time, before they came on as, a continuation of their love story. I really thought that Statler was into Dempsey more than Dempsey was into Statler, because Statler was like very pushy, like, oh, I'm going to move to England. She don't know yet. And Statler still had an ex in England. But as they got going in their relationship, turns out from what Statler was saying, like I said, she put it all the way out there. She broke NDA, that Dempsey was already cheating on her with other people. And she got talked into buying a van. And, now she's financially on the hook. But you knew Dempsey didn't necessarily work anyways. She worked at a co-op on a farm. She wasn't bringing in the type of money, because I believe Statler's into tech. She weren't bringing in that kind of money. I mean, I know bringing in some money is better than none, but really Dempsey was on the none side, if you ask me. She was really living for, you on the farm, your co-op, we all help take care of each other type thing. That's just me. So you ready backstage? I see you. Get started. Here we go.
Hey.
Hello, ma'am.
How are
Welcome.
you?
I'm okay today. I'm okay.
On a Thursday.
Yes. So Sean explaining how Statler and Dempsey weren't there because they broke up. I'm like, just tell the truth. We've seen many people break up. Statler had been running her mouth, and they can't afford that because she's a wild card. They don't know what she would say.
Correct.
But I was surprised that Dempsey wasn't there. I mean, she didn't necessarily break her NDA, but I guess, one less couple.
Dempsey isn't, Statler's got a little bit more than Dempsey, I think. So they were probably like, Dempsey probably not going to bring nothing and it'll be quick and easy. So why even bother?
I mean, if they had that same thought process that you had, we could do a why did they bother with a whole bunch of people. That's coming a whole bunch of people.
Definitely. Absolutely.
For example, like a Big Ed. Whoever, why bother with that storyline, right?
Right.
All right. So we're just going to jump right in with Sarper and Shekinah. Now, from Shekinah's new nose that Sarper has designed, to her content, to her noticeable weight loss, to, I don't know.
Them eating butter?
Yeah, I'm going to get to that too. Eating butter. I mean, okay, so they say they're on a high-fat diet. I know there's different diets out there, keto and paleo, low carb, no sugar, what. But I've never heard nobody eat no butter before. Like a whole stick of butter.
That's so nasty.
Now, was it salted or unsalted? Salted or unsalted?
Exactly.
Way, and then they're going to ask other people, do you want some? Was they supposed to bite off your butter, or you had other butter in the back? I just took myself with bite off your butter.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm gonna say this, and I never thought I would say this about Shekinah and Sarper, mainly Sarper. I found him to be a little likable, because he was trying to get the couples or the people who were couples to see what was really going on in their relationship. So I'm like, okay, Sarper, so maybe you do have a little something in there. Maybe you're not all just leading with the 2,500 women, because that's, every time I see Sarper, that's the only thing I can think of.
That's the only thing I can think of, yeah.
Only thing I can think of. But I mean, he was trying. I mean, it gave a little drop of host vibe a little bit when he was talking to people. But I still say that Shekinah is very codependent on Sarper. And I'm really not understanding why, especially because, she's always talking about, my daughter had to travel back and forth. I just never understood a woman, in this case, and vice versa, that would put someone above their child or children, whether they're adult children or young children. You know what I'm saying? And this is already in a boarding school going back and forth. Don't even see her half the time, but you're around the world, and it seems like she has to explain everything to Sarper. And I'm like, why? Like, why?
Because clear with him not having kids, well, kind of not having kids, he don't
he
get
don't
it. Like, well, yeah, he don't get it, and it's like she wasn't gonna move to Turkey because that means she's gonna be that much, away from her daughter that much more. So,
Right.
yeah, he don't. Well, he's here now. I don't, and so if the 90 days already started, I don't know when they did the tell-all. So I wonder if they're married because I haven't seen anything.
No, I haven't seen anything either, but I know this tell-all took place right when, and maybe you have a chance to look it up on another time, but right when Statler first started to talk about the NDA, because when I stumbled across it, Statler also had Metalia or Tata on one of her lives. And because at the time, she's like, yeah, Metalia, I can't wait. I'm not going to be at the tell-all, blah, blah, blah. And of course, the pictures haven't come out of the people. So I'm like, I wonder what her storyline is going to be like. So whether it was like earlier this summer or something like that, that's probably when this tell-all was taped. And I'm sure it's been more than 90 days with Shekinah and Sarper. So, but Sean tried it though. She tried to have a bombshell come out like with Shekinah and Sarper after they talked about how much love and how his ex Didi, or one of his exes came out was Didi. And
I believe they found her.
Right. And first, and not just found her, not she's a therapist. That's what got me. I said, no, ma'am.
Ridiculous.
No, and this man, I know she's a regular person, even though her job is a therapist. But I got to think about the other therapists on the other show that we watched from last season. Now, I'm like, are they crazy because some of their people they're counseling are crazy? Because why would you bother with Sarper? But I also didn't think that she would be the aesthetic that Sarper liked, because the aesthetic gives Shekinah, not Didi. He's not out of shape at all. No way. But you know what I'm saying? He looks like he likes the cosmetic look, and she don't have that.
No, not at all.
Right.
I was surprised about her too.
Yeah. And so she's like, how do you know Sarper? She goes, oh, we're friends. You don't have friends, honey. I said, Shekinah,
girl, stop.
I mean, low key, not even low key, high key. Nobody wants your man after they heard about
you. The only one that after 2,500, you the only one that want that man.
Yeah. So she's getting jealous, and I could understand jealousy in a relationship, but the way that she was projecting, like she was really nasty. She was nasty. She was, but Shekinah gives me. Remember how last season how she was talking to her sister? So Shekinah has that nasty trait in her.
Tone.
You know what I'm saying? Tone. There you go. Off top. So she's like, no, we're more than friends. We keep in touch. I was like, you keep in touch as a therapist? You ought to know better. But anyways, that's just me. So then she proved how much they kept in touch, and she started scrolling through her phone.
It was look like the Price is Right wheel. How she was doing it. Yes.
Right. And it was pictures and everything else. So I'm like, ooh, sorry, you got some explaining to do. That's more than keep in touch or just a friend. I mean, you keep in touch. Right. And of course, he was like, well, how'd you meet him? How he met her on a dating site. He's like, just all nonchalant, same way I met Shekinah. And I was like, see, girl, that's how he feel about you. He's like, the same way, like not a big deal. I was like,
yeah.
I just don't know what she sees in this man.
I don't either. I don't get it. I absolutely don't get it.
But I thought the lady was decent. She didn't pop off at the mouth. She wasn't being rude.
She was really nice.
And so she actually seemed like she was cool with being a friend every now and then for whatever he wanted to be. I said, okay. And Sarper, I mean, he tried to make it seem like he didn't, but he's always telling Shekinah, if you do X, Y, Z, I'm just gonna leave. Like I don't need you. All this and that. So that's never too far away, in my opinion, from him as Sarper told James, I believe it was James, yeah, about having his sack empty. So Sarper has the same mindset as that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm talking about? We'll get to it. Keeping your wife happy or whatever. But Sarper, anyways. Let's see what else. So Shekinah gets upset. She leaves the stage, and then it's just a bunch of back and forth. But when he gets backstage, though, and he's talking to her, he's like, "Don't act like bitch." I was like, he's still talking to you like that, girl?
Clearly.
And she's like, "Don't say that to me when I'm upset." I said, "When you're upset?"
When you're upset? Oh, okay.
Oh, right. So what does he say to you when he's not upset? Like, what does he call you? I need Shekinah to get her some self-esteem here. I'm really going to need her to pick it up because
it seems like she lost it, because it seemed like she had it before him when she was in the LA club, in the LA scene, but now since she kind of like reverted back to that she needs him. And she needs him to move, and she needs him to do this, and she needs him to do that.
I mean, he's such a playboy, from in general, but then, moving to the future, like designing her nose, and Lord, he probably tells her how much whatever in collagen to inject in her face and her lips. Because remember, she can gain more than 5 pounds or something.
Right. She's dependent now.
Anyways. All right. Anything else with Sarper and Shekinah you want to touch on? Because
it was something. Oh, the number.
Okay.
Her number. She wouldn't tell him her number. She was like, "Oh, if I tell him my number, he would probably leave me." But you didn't want to leave him after 2,500,
right?
Is it that much? Because
you didn't want to leave him after 2,500, and he said he was like guessing. There's probably more or less, but heavy on the more. And then you didn't want to sleep in the bed that he had.
But you slept on the couch when I'm pretty sure that he did it everywhere.
Excuse me. You're right. The couch, the shower, the table,
the counter.
But the thing, excuse me. So Sarper, it's like, no, I don't want to know. But he's going to get mad. I don't want to know. You have a daughter.
Ain't no way.
Hey, Sharon. How you doing?
Hey, Sharon.
Right. She has a daughter, and so she couldn't have had a life before you?
Exactly. Interesting.
A mess. All right.
A hot mess.
Let's move to Ingi and Corona. First of all, I want to know where the hostility with Ingi and Sean comes from. Does Sean from Ireland, does he have a thing for Corona too? Because I want to know why he thinks it's okay to call Ingi out to the floor.
I don't.
Very inappropriate to me. Very inappropriate. And because he's going off of, oh well, you broke a heart. You weren't in love. You're not a man. First of all, did you hear how she was talking to him?
Yes.
Right. She her finger and all that stuff too. And on top of that, Corona admitted in the very beginning of the season, or in the middle of the season, that she was soft parenting Ingi, that she was not really being her authentic self. Right. And she didn't know how she put it. And he don't want to know her when she's got to pop off like her family said. So, as African-American women, we already get a certain stigma with people, right?
Yeah.
That
already
this, that on TV. She gave because if you're broken up with somebody, okay, I get it. That means that you aren't over the feelings with him. We don't know exactly what happened yet till next part 2 tell-all and the final tell-all, which I'm so happy is 2. Right?
I'm so happy it's only 2 parts.
But it's just a point of like her just like, he's this, he's that. No, he's a a-hole. He's a jerk. He never loved me. He never did all this. You were the one demanding. You brought all your friends into this. You wanted him to be a certain way. You wanted him to marry you right away. You didn't even have your master's degree program for your midwife stuff set up in Iceland. And on top of that, they don't even have that program. So you had expectations from what we've seen of Ingi that you're projecting. And I'm, as a viewer, looking at this like, girl, are you serious? Just like Shekinah, are you serious right now?
And if I'm not mistaken, they haven't even been together a year.
Right.
They haven't been together. Yeah, when she went over there to live, I think she had only been with him like 4 or 5 months. And I'm like, how are you going to go over to Iceland to live when you don't even know about the Iceland community? You didn't research it clearly. You didn't research about your midwifery program clearly. And ain't no way that you would give up a spot at Penn State. Ain't no way giving up that. No.
And several tries to get in. So why would you give that up for something that was unknown?
That was ridiculous. And then it was she didn't even know that she was his first girlfriend, and she didn't even know that he really didn't want to get married. And it's like, you didn't figure that out in the 4 months, but you just gonna pick up and move to Iceland.
She knew. You ready backstage? Okay, it's Devontae. Hey, Devontae.
Hey. What's going on?
We talk about Corona Ingi, but she, to your point, Tamika, she knew because she had to sneak and tell her family that she was going over last minute because they didn't appreciate her not going to Pitt after having to wait to get into the program because it's very limited and they only take select people.
Yeah, ain't no way.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's no way. And with his personality, even talking to his friends beforehand, it didn't seem like they were on the same page at all. So it was, to me, her expectations.
Yes. Yeah. And he was just enjoying the ride. Literally. That was about it.
Trying to. And then on top of that, how was she dressing in Iceland too? I'm like, girl, it is way too cold for all that out.
It's given.
Year-round.
It's 5 Black people in Iceland.
Yeah, it's given she don't make rational decisions. She's an impulse person. That's what I feel like it was an impulse thing.
Uh-huh.
Like, I feel like she might be a Pisces or something. But yeah, I feel like with her, I already know what happened with her.
What? What's that?
That just soft parenting went out the window.
Partnering.
Once he came, soft partnering, went out the window once he came to America. And she started talking to him like her mama was trying to warn him. You know, my daughter crazy. You know, when somebody mama say that, look at their
you better believe
face.
it.
Look at their face after they say it, because it's a difference. Like, my daughter crazy, or like, my daughter crazy. Like, if it's blank, hey, red flag, 2 strikes.
Right.
So it's just like, and anybody that tells you that gentle partnering you is what is going on here?
Exactly.
So I feel like she just started talking to him crazy. And European men aren't used to being talked to like that.
Any old kind of way.
Yeah, like that's more of an American thing. Like, we're a little crazy over here.
That's a tad bit.
He didn't know that she was soft parent. What's the word?
Partnering.
Soft partnering him until she came over and expressed it to him. Because, like I said before you came on, Devontae, she was telling him, "Oh, you don't want to see me pop off," and he was like, "Okay, like what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, you over here, you can pop off if you want to."
Right.
So, I just didn't like the way she presented herself. One, she came out real hostile. And again, the stereotype of Black women, African American women, was there. And I definitely didn't appreciate that at all with her. So Devontae asked the question earlier to Tamika and anybody watching the chat on a replay, leave a comment now or later. Why do you think Sean was so sticking up for Corona like that with Ingi, like calling him out to the floor? Like, you better be glad you're not here. I'm like, mind your own relationship. Like, you know, he was like, her
I
heart is
was
broken.
wondering that, but maybe they got like a relationship. You know, some of the cast they probably started talking behind the scenes and got cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, she already went over to you know, where she was at Ireland. Where was she?
Iceland.
Iceland.
Iceland. She was you know, so she probably, you know, Corona like it, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if her and Sean was friends, especially they all weird for doing this crazy stuff anyway. So, I mean, they might have a connection, and she probably one of those people that told her side of the story, but she really off and just
Mm-hmm.
leave out little parts of like, yeah, he's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. He just cheated on me. Just leave out the part that she just talked to him crazy and did everything
Exactly.
and cussed his Jesus, you know,
Yeah, but she just like again, she started hostile. She didn't even start with, you don't have to say hello, but I mean, she started at 10 or 100.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
that was a turnoff to me, anyways. But
Right.
how did Sarper get Inky's phone number? They talked to? He FaceTimed them behind the stage. I thought
It's
that was
how far is
weird.
Iceland from Turkey?
right. I kept thinking it was like maybe
I
that
don't
was Corona phone or something. I was like, I was trying to figure that out too. He's like, I got your back, brother.
know. Now that one,
You ain't got nobody back. Your wife
Not at
just a
all.
follow. Your wife just a pick me, so it don't matter what you do. He
yeah,
gonna be
that
there
weren't
to the
Corona
end.
phone. Nah,
Mm-mm.
definitely not Corona phone. But let me say this though. There's been things on social media with Miss Corona. Have y'all heard anything, or let me drop the beans, spill the beans?
I ain't heard nothing for
I,
real.
I I did hear one thing, but I don't know if it's what you heard. But
Oh
Say
yeah, I
it.
did hear one thing.
What's
I
that?
heard that her name was not Corona. That she changed her name a couple years ago. It was like Quran.
No, I didn't hear
Oh,
that.
okay.
That's new to me. What about you, Devontae?
Yeah.
Same thing?
Hey, this I heard some wild stuff about
Okay,
Inky.
so
I don't know.
all
Yeah.
right. So this you probably heard what I heard. So apparently she's been on social media. Instagram must be a thing with the 90-day contestants,
Oh
or
Lord.
Hmm.
couples, whatever. Apparently, I mean, it don't take a rocket scientist to see that Corona is, you know, into kinky things, right? The way she dresses and stuff like that. Well, apparently she said that, you know, when she was, regardless if she was there or when he came here, you know, they visit an adult store and bought some toys, and they were supposed to be for her, but apparently Inky enjoyed them for himself. They were never compatible on that level.
I can kind of see that, but
Hmm.
So is that what you heard roughly?
Yes.
Okay.
no, I did not hear that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Mhm. I could see it too, but I mean, if you can put something on social media, why would you put that?
Because she's trying to embarrass him.
I know she's trying to embarrass him, but how's that make you look though? Like he didn't want to
That's
satisfy you, satisfy himself.
right. Like I thought she was about to say she about to get with Big Ed or something.
Ugh, don't bring no. Anyways, let's move to Josh and Lily, another train wreck.
Gosh.
It's giving, was always gave to me that Josh wants to be a kept man. And Lily was okay with that until she went bankrupt to provide. And I'm like, but you knew he couldn't work in China and you already knew he didn't have any money.
Right.
So really on that part of it, I don't understand what the complaint is when you knew it up front. But when it came to intimacy, that's where it was. I mean, she begged her husband for something. You had
See,
to
like,
beg him. And speaking of Big Ed, see, this is where the Big Ed reference comes in. No, not Big Ed. My bad. Gino. He pulled a Gino at the end, talking about, well, if I wasn't put down, I would be able to. I said, knock it off. What's up with these men on this 90-day franchise using that?
Right. Right.
Anyways, what do you think about Josh and Lily? And she feels that her marriage was a 3. Josh said a 6. He tried to cry and didn't understand why. And I'm like, because she got tired. So did I. She got tired of you.
Right.
She just got tired of you in general. What y'all think about Josh and Lily? I blame Lily too.
I blame them both. Josh trying to be a sugar baby, and and to his sugar mama, and she bought him, and now she can't afford him no more. She put out all that money. He got excited, and now it's like the money is, it's the well is dry. So he's like, now I'm not attracted to you no more. You ain't got no money.
That's the way to look at it. Now, speaking of Instagram and other social media platforms, I heard this yesterday. People are trying to insinuate that Josh and I just lost his name. Josh and James may not be living in a truth. And I said, oh. That's what people are trying to insinuate. But
I can see that.
True, Lily. Okay. Lily did buy him, but it's going to be more interesting next week with Lily's daughter. But I just think that she set herself up for what she already knew. So I can't feel sorry for that. She knew this in advance. She knew she would have to extend her. She knew she didn't have the money. She knew he didn't either. And here's my thing. Next week, we don't see one of Josh's ex-wives on here. I don't bother. If you can find one of Sarper's 2,500 who wants their face on the TV, we need to see one of Josh's
ex-wives.
And she gonna. I wonder if she foreign.
Interesting.
It is interesting. I'm gonna say 50-50 leaning on the yes. Because Josh gives me that. Josh gives me, like you said, Tamika, he wants to be a sugar baby. Like want to be a kept man. Did he also stay with his parents too? Didn't he somebody else who stayed with his parents? I think so.
Yes. He did. Yes.
Because his mom and dad, I don't know if they were happy about him going over there. And I know his brother tried to talk him out of it in the early beginning stage. Yeah. Anyways, we'll see what Lily's daughter have to say next week. I personally thought James and Lily were boring because, like I said, she already knew what's up. So did he. So why are you complaining? So she's sexually frustrated, and that's it, really, right?
Right. Yeah, she had told her daughter way too much because ain't no way.
I do have some. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get y'all. Hold on a second. Who wants to talk about James and Todd? Devontae.
Is that
Tata right now?
Oh my gosh. She better keep her liquids up because she about to be dehydrated from crying. That don't make no sense.
Someone said it's a manipulation tactic that she's a baby of the family. She's used to crying and getting her way. But I'm like, it is out of hand.
Because I was just like, is Indonesian people just this emotional or it's just her? Because I mean, everybody was crying though. Her whole family cried though. I ain't gonna lie. But I guess they had reasons to cry and she just cried everything.
Every time.
Because I don't know. But Sarper was saying everything that all the viewers on the slate. I'm not going to lie. She's cute, but she cries too much. No.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yes. He's like, total turn off. Total turn off. He was like, she's like, but I'm emotional. It doesn't matter. No, nobody wants to see you cry too much.
No, seriously. Yeah, and now she about to bring her crazy sister over there too. Oh Lord,
James is
yeah,
a fool.
James
yeah.
He's
might have
a
picked the
fool.
wrong sister. I ain't gonna lie. She looked better than her sister. Her sister looked better than her. He picked the wrong sister, James. That's probably why she don't like him though. She might like him on the low low.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to
Well,
the
she
Americans over there, you know, don't matter how you look over there, your stock kind of go up because you American. So she might have been like, I'm mad Tata crying self hit a lick first. Look at me. I'm over here working
well,
hard. This girl crying about him not working.
right, but her sister is older because remember Tata's the baby, and
Oh yeah.
the sisters or the women, the females of the family are supposed to be married first. And remember, they
Right.
said the youngest is supposed to take care of the parents. That's the job. But the thing is with that is, why is James saying that he's going to allow her sister to come over and then try to sponsor her on a visa for somebody who clearly don't like you for your wife? They're gonna take
And
over that whole house. They're gonna take it
he
over.
got a family. So the family let him back again for the third time to come work for them because he done left them twice.
I know it. I know. Well, I mean,
I
they know
mean,
that he needs some money.
I
They
mean,
know
they
he
know
needs
he
some money.
needs some money. That's their son, and I mean, they got to fill that gap, and he probably cheaper because he family, and you could really
Mm,
just pay him anything now. You done left three
Listen,
times.
now you come in at entry level. You a probie at this time. You know
Right,
this what
right. You got to start over. You got to
you
start.
got to
We
start
can't
from the
trust you.
beginning.
The
Yep,
trust is
yep,
gone because at this point, we stupid
yeah.
for keep on hiring you. You stupid for keep on finding these women overseas, marrying them, and just giving
Mm-hmm.
up your when you only got $5,000 saved up like a fool. Like we
Right.
keep trying to
right,
say, quit doing that. Quit
right,
doing that. At least save for like 5, 6, 7 years to do something. Create something over there that's gonna make y'all some money before you go over there. Because
Mm-hmm.
right,
this is getting ridiculous.
And don't tell us at the 11th and a half hour because he told them the day before he left that he
And
was
that's
leaving.
his and that's his main problem. Why do you these little lies that you keep on like, dude? They little lies, but you can't
Yep.
tell 12 little lies in a row. Cause you
Right.
know what? That's a bunch of lies. So use the liar.
Right.
You
right.
just be
Right. First
leaving
it was
out
the dog.
stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, can't take the
You know
dog
that
because of
dog, you knew that
rabies.
dog couldn't come the first day. You gonna
Right.
wait weeks and weeks and then wait for why you gonna tell this emotional train wreck that her dog can't come? Why?
Right,
Why you just didn't try to get her? First of all, why you just ain't fire no dog down there?
right.
Put
You
the
didn't
dogs out
tell
there, just be running around.
cool, cool. Whatever. No, that's Jasmine. That's her dog. Whatever this dog
Yeah.
name is.
He's like, that
Right.
dog understands me. I'm like, do it? Really?
That's like the
They
chickens.
understand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
But you
I
know what
feel
though?
for you. Hmm.
It's the fact of she wants kids. He don't. He told her that last minute too. First of all, you that's never gonna work. I know she's like, I married him. I'm gonna stick by him. He's my husband. Maybe that's how she feels traditionally, but that's a big hurdle to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
Someone wants kids, someone don't, and he's very adamant on the don't. So I
Right.
don't think the change at all. I mean, I
You
don't
know
know.
he the type that'll go get a vasectomy and say it's her
He may
that
already
she
have one.
is.
He
Mm-hmm.
may already lie about everything else,
Right.
you know. So yeah, he may try to be like, "Oh, it's your thyroid." That's why, well,
that
I
that America couldn't
get
figure
pregnant.
out.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's just
At this, I don't know. At this point, I would be questioning everything with him. You lie too much, and then you also always got to pay attention to if people lie to their family like that and keep doing that to
mhm,
his own family.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
He don't got no respect for his family. So why do you think he's gonna respect your own? These people birthed him and know him for his flaws and accept him for everything. He don't care about your family. They just
Mm-mm.
some people he gonna have to disappoint. But he put on a little crocodile tears. So I just don't want to disappoint her. Oh, shut up, James.
Is he related
exactly.
to Lauren?
They look similar. And James look, how
Because
old
they
is
both are they
James?
the lies.
How
Mm,
old is James? Does James look
James
old?
is in his 40s. James
James
is
is
in
in his 40s?
James
He's
really
in
are in
his
their
50s.
yeah.
He clearly about 55.
What they're either like one of them is 41, one's 43. So reverse. That's
No.
what it says on the screen.
I
So yeah.
don't know why these people be fibbing about their ages.
Oh, how old is Tata?
Tata is 20
He's
something.
20, 22, 23.
Yeah,
And
he's young.
James 40?
Wait a minute, James is with
Oh,
Lily, right?
my bad.
Wait.
You mean Josh? I was thinking you meant Josh. No, you're right. Josh and Lily. My bad. James
Okay.
is like 30. They're almost about a 10-year difference.
James look
Yeah.
about 40. He look
James
like
ain't no
life.
30. I'm 30.
Right. You don't look like
You
that.
But yeah, Metalia is Tata's the youngest one on the show. There's also like a 10-year difference between Joanne and Sean, who we'll get to next week as well. I hope they
Oh, you
bring her
talking about
mom.
shoulders? Shoulders.
Yeah.
It look like he's stuck it. I don't know.
I guess. Well, you weren't on when I was talking about Shekinah and Sarper, so I'll go ahead and let you round it back out before we get off the live, because we weren't really done talking about part one tell-all. What do you think about the whole Shekinah Sarper eating the butter? We've already talked about this, eating the butter, and
Ain't it some type of, I looked that up. It was some type of carnivore diet or some weird thing. I
Yeah.
don't know. I think
Yeah.
I honestly think they're made for each other.
could be.
So
What do you think
yeah,
about the ex that came on? Well, the lady that came on that was a friend who's a therapist that showed her face and got all the screenshots of the conversations they had. What do you think about that?
But she's one of the 2,500.
Yes.
Yeah. That showed her face.
I was kind of shocked because I was just like, I thought that he just had a type. So okay, this why he very much could have messed with 2,500 women. That means he don't got a type.
Right.
He
That's what we were
just
saying before you came on. His type is a Shekinah, the plastic surgery aesthetic. But
that's the type he'll commit to, but the type that he'll be into, quote unquote, don't matter. I felt like, I mean, she basically said they had sex one time and they became friends. I don't feel like there was nothing wrong with that. And then like she showed the text, everything was old. I mean, can you believe that? Maybe not, because I mean, you could delete stuff and you can show what you want to show. We don't know. I could be texting. The real stuff could be on WhatsApp or something.
That's true.
You just showing the text messages. We don't know what's going on.
No, I understand that, but I think the overall point is that he wants Shekinah to just be into him only. When he's still in contact with people he had something with, whether it was a one-night stand or not, and they're still friendly, regardless of whatever. That text message, what'd you say to make it the Price is Right wheel?
The Price is Right wheel.
Real friendly. So if he talks to her, no telling who else he talks to on a friendly basis. That's the point for me. So
but he ain't got no friends. So she said.
Okay. So she think she's a fool. Shekinah's a fool if she don't think her man is entertaining. He may not be sleeping around, but entertaining, because that's his nature. You know what I'm saying? So that's who he is. So really, that was it of the tell. Do y'all have anything else to add?
No.
I have nothing.
It was a tell-all.
It was tell. Did you catch the Married at First Sight?
Yes.
I did. Yeah.
I'm sick of the mean girls. I'm sick of them. So
I don't like her. With the what's her with the girl with the pony? That's with I don't want to call him Ponytail. David, what's her name? Madeline? Michelle? Yeah, I don't like her.
Yeah.
She's giving me What's the one girl that was like, I'm a good person? That one. She's
Alyssa.
giving me her. Yes.
Yeah. Devontae
Oh,
sent me that
Michelle.
picture. Yeah. As soon as this tell-all is over and after the Thanksgiving week next week, I'll be live with the Married at First Sight
Oh, thank
reviews and
God, because she been getting on my nerve.
Yeah.
I was just like, lady, just quit the show. Why we gotta keep carrying this every week? We get it. We
right.
get it. He live at home.
Hmm.
You just bring it up out of nowhere. He be like, how you doing today? I'm doing okay, but when you gonna leave?
Right.
Like, when you gonna leave your
Right.
mama
So
house?
yeah, definitely gonna do
Exactly.
that. And
Like,
yeah. So I can't, she's draining. I can't do her. But like I said, after the tell-all next week and the holiday rolls around, so in 2 weeks, we'll be live for First Sight. Oh,
Yeah.
uh-oh. Devontae?
No, he's still on.
Can
I
y'all see
don't
me?
know. I can
oh
see you.
yeah, I'm still on. I'm sorry. I was just typing on my iPad. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. So I was just letting you know the programming notes for you. Everyone here live, everyone on replay. In 2 weeks, we'll be live
Okay.
for Married at First Sight. Won't be a video. We'll go live to talk about it because I got things to get off my chest with the Mean Girls this season. So
Yeah, because I
anyways,
was watching your
all right,
review
y'all.
before I clicked on, so I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
Oh,
Cause yeah.
Okay.
Sharon
Hmm.
says, real quick before we go, Sharon says, y'all cooking for Thanksgiving? I'm cooking a
Yeah.
little bit. Yes. A
I'm
little bit.
ready
Are
for
you
some
Not
cooking,
turkey and
Sharon?
cooking.
dressing.
I'm actually
Go
be
ahead,
at work,
Devontae.
but I get off at 4, and food ain't
That,
done till around
listen, the food.
5, 6.
Listen, the dressing ain't gonna be done because the cornbread not gonna be done.
Right, yeah.
Right.
So I got time. I ain't cooking nothing. I ain't cooking nothing. I think
And
my
somebody
father-in-law
right.
said he might be barbecuing this year instead of like traditional. So we might have the traditional sides, but like some ribs.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
usually barbecue on Christmas.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
That's
I
not
need some
unusual.
turkey and dressing.
Yeah. Switch it up sometimes so you don't get bored with the
Mm-hmm.
usual stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
let's see. So Tuesday will be the regular 90-day the other way
Hmm.
live. Everything else will be a video because of the Thanksgiving holiday, including the tell-all. But when we come back 2 weeks later, we're gonna be live for that Married at First Sight. And I might
On
yeah,
Wednesday or
no.
Thursday?
I don't know. We'll see what
It's on
fits y'all's
Tuesdays
schedule.
now.
Because I'm
Now, what fits your schedule?
well, we'll see. We'll
And
probably
we
do
adapt to
Tuesday and
you.
Thursday.
All right.
We'll probably do Tuesday and
Hmm.
Thursday because I know it's hard to go back to back sometimes, even for me. So,
Hmm.
but
All right.
anyways, thank you for joining. Have a good evening, and hopefully, I'll see everybody next Tuesday. All
Have a
right. Have a
good
good night, everyone.
Bye.
evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.